So recently I thought about the grinding in video game and grinding in real life. So why is it that the grinding in video game is so much fun than it is in real life? And the reason for that is actually in video games you don't have to get the physical pain. Like in the gym, if you have to grind and you said you are going to do 20 repetition of this weight or for this exercise. Well, in a gym, in like a real life, there's a pain involved. And our human brain is programmed to not get the pain. Like we hate the pain basically because our brain thinks we are dying, although we are not going to die from a little exercise. So in video games, however, there's no pain. Like you could be fighting 100 people in video game and you have the 5 HP left, like 1 HP left, like that meme, and you still are standing like nothing happened. And this doesn't happen in real life. Like if you fight, like go on like a legal fight club like martial arts, kung fu, or any kind of fighting, and you fight two peoples back to back and you're like, okay, this is too tough, it's get tough, and you quit. In video game it's never gets tough, and this is the only reason, actually one of the only reason why grinding in video game is more fun. And everyone kind of wish, including myself, that real life grinding, like real life grinding, should be as fun as in video games. So I used to be playing a lot of games. Like one particular I remember was Angry Bird 2. So in this game, this levels are infinite, and I was like, if this was like this whole architecture thing, if it was as fun as making the architectural drawing, the CAD drawing, I could be making a lot of money because I'm actually a civil engineer by the degree. So I'm an engineer. So I could be making a lot of money if I enjoy this Angry Birds. But I don't enjoy making it. I don't enjoy the grinding in AutoCAD versus in Angry, but I enjoy it. And one of the reasons was the flashy cards, the flashy colors, the big numbers that we conquered this, we got this in this game. If you like play the video games, the reward seems like instant. You complete the level, you instantly get the reward. In real life, you go to the gym one, you had a massive workout, you are like really high intensity, your muscles are sore, complete snoreness, and next day you don't wake up with like giant, like 16-inch arm bicep, like 16-inch arm. You don't wake up the next day with big arm, big tricep, big chest. In video games, if you play the video game, you know that you'll the next moment, not even next day, you will have the reward. If you wanted this, let's say if you want a car and you're a materialistic person who wants car, house, and in real life to get a car, you need to make a lot of money. A lot of money is going to take a long time. In video games, it's instant. Boom! You just got completed this, you got it. And this is what video games does to your brain. It reduces your attention span and your patience level. The second one is really important because to achieve anything, if you think to yourself, okay, I want a body like some bodybuilder that you really look forward to, and you just thought, okay, what do I need to do? Well, you're going to go to gym. Okay, when do I get the body? When do I get the jack? The most frequently asked question on Google, YouTube, to any YouTubers, if you probably know this yourself, or maybe you could have searched this up, how long does it take to get jacked? How long does it take to build a body physique? And the answer is always usually is the same, approximately 2 3 years. And this is what the video games does to your brain. As I said, it lowers your attention span, and secondly, most importantly, patience level. You don't have the patience to then go and build a physique because it will take 2 years. Like in video games, if you played and yeah, it was some video game where you can look better, build a body, or get the money, status, whatever the things that you wanted. It's in instant. It's not even a month. It's just weeks maybe. If you play like an RPG, then yeah, maybe a month. So the question comes that how can we make the grind in real life as fun as in video games? Because let me tell you the truth. If the real life grinding was as fun as in real life, sorry, the real grinding in video games was as fun as in real life, all the video games addict, all the nerds, whatever you want to call them, including myself because I was there, we could be at the top of the of the food chain. We could be the guys who would be traveling with I don't know, maybe bike, Lamborghini, Bugatti, with a 5 6 women, and like the Andrew Tate wives. Yeah, that one with a six-pack ass and big body and strong physique. We could be that guys. We could be those. If the grind in video games was just the same as the grind in real life, like both equal level of fun. And the way to actually do that is to first how to make like the fun grinding of fun in real life is first thing you need to do is to actually quit the video games. Yeah, it's obvious advice that everyone is tired of hearing, but hear me out on this. There are other more important things that I will talk about, but this is a basic. So what happens if you put like a PS5 in front of a PS2? Some guy was playing PS2 and he was happy, and suddenly he seizes the PS5 and he's like, yeah, the PS2, nice. He has a value for PS5 with PS2 at like let's say level 75, and PS5 came in, and for him the value of the PS2 dropped to the level 10. It's inflation, just like what's happening in your economy. It's inflation. So this is what the video games will do to your brain. There are fun things in life, like if you go to the gym, it's fun. But if you play video games, what happens is that the fun from video game is at the level 175 versus the fun from the gym is level 20. The fun from the eating the nutrition, actually good food, which is meat and fruits, is at the level maybe 25, 30 if you can cook very well. And the fun from that dopamine hit, you already have heard of this word dopamine. I'm not going to explain that. It's at the level 200. So this is what happens. If you just bring this hyperinflation down, what will happen is that the normal things like playing sports, going to the gym, and completing, I don't know, maybe a project, an assignment, will be start to become more fun. And this is what actually happened with me because I came from the level of addiction where the junk food was not really fun for me. I was like, who cares about the junk food? I want the video games because I was at that level, and when for me the video games was way more fun, way more higher level of a fun than it literally like junk food. So I couldn't even enjoy the junk food that much. I was enjoying video games more. And when I quitted the video games, I started enjoying the normal day to day things like having a good conversation with people, achieving the goals that I have set for myself. And this is because I destroyed that overinflation that happened. If an economy is overinflated, what do? You stop the overinflation first before putting like any asset there. If you are obviously like from finance, you'll know what I mean. And the second thing that you need to do is set the goals. In video games, you always have this task bar or mission goals, what you're call in your favorite video game, and you can just look at it and see like, okay, we have reached till this much progress is 75%. What do you need to do to get more progress, to get to unlock this level, to get this? And we just thought about it constantly. And then what we do? Well, you go on YouTube. Maybe some of you could go on Reddit. I used to go on YouTube and search that how to unlock this level, how to unlock this item, how to get this. And I used to be seeing the YouTuber explaining the concept that, okay, so this is how you get this and then complete this. Oh, that's how it works. So this is what I used to be doing in video games. You just need to do the same thing in real life. Set a goal for yourself and research about it on YouTube or any other platform. For example, if you want to get abs, I actually want to get the six pack abs, and I trained a lot. I searched the best exercises on YouTube. Okay, so this was the goal, six pack abs. This was the research I did on YouTube. I seen many videos and I trained the best. I got the four packs. I was wondering why do I not get in the six packs? It's weird. I did everything he said. It doesn't work out. Why? And I recently watched the Atlas X video where he was saying about the abs genetics. So, at what potential do you have? Do you have for the four or six or eight pack abs? Turns out I had it for four. So at the end, he actually made this fun point that Arnold actually had the four pack abs. Always used to be thinking that yeah, this is the guy who have six pack abs. He had the best genetics, right? Oh, he had only four, but still looks good. So I'm not saying like I'm satisfied with the four pack abs, but it's just another point that genetics is not everything, guys. Trust me on to this. And I did the research, and I implemented the things is the point I'm trying to make. So set the goals for yourself and do research on how to complete these goals, because if you set the goals to get a bigger bicep, you don't know how to get bigger bicep because you never research about it. You don't know anything about the bicep training. How are you going to get there? It's like traveling on the road and trying to get to a city, and you don't have the Google map. You don't know where to go. What will you do in this situation? Well, you just ask the people around that, hey, I want to go to this place. Where can I find it? And some guy would say, oh, actually, you need to go from this side, then this side, and you try to make sense out of it. Okay, he said from this, then we go to this, and you start to figure the things out, and you finally reach your destination. It's the same thing in real life as it is in video games. So this is the three things you need to do. And remember, the grind in real life is 10 times more boring than in video games, because in video games it's no effort, like it's effortless. All you have to do is press the keyboard or a controller, gamepad, whatever the things people uses these days, like I don't know. So using those, it's really low effort, like there is no effort in it. But in real life you have to put the effort in, so it's 10 times more harder, 10 times more boring, and 10 times more rewarding. In video game, you just achieve something, you walk out of the chair, and you realize that your life is miserable and it's boring, it's no fun. You want to go back there. But in real life, when you achieve something, you walk out of the chair and you're like, oh, right, this is my real life. The money I made is real. I can go to bank and take the cash and see in my own hands. It's real. It's not fake. The physics that you build in video games, you're like, my character looks good. You walk out of the chair, you're like, you look at your flat stomach, fat stomach, and or skinny neck, and you're like, yeah, it's boring. Like all of us had this moment where we just walked out of the chair and after achieving something or playing the video games in general, you are like, this real life is no fun. It's all boring because you have nothing in real life. In real life, you are a noob. Just like in a video games, when you start a game, you are a noob when you first play it, and you are nothing. What do you do in a video game? Well, you just say, okay, I have nothing. I have level zero. I got to start from somewhere. Let's start with the easiest level. Why don't we do the same thing in real life? That's my whole point. Like, people are so stupid when they say New Year resolution. I'll lose X amount of weight. I'll lose 10 kg, 20 pounds, 30 pounds. Why not you just say, well, I'll just start going to the gym. I just start running. I'll just make it into my habit. Why can't you just start with a level 1, maybe level 0, level 2, then level 3? Just like in video games. Why not just do that? Like, I'm literally saying copy paste the video games. Why? Because video games have copied the real life elements and made them into like such a perfect format that we literally get addicted to it. Because in video games, you are actually working. Realize this. In video games, you are working hard to achieve this goal. Well, it's the same in real life, except that they made this grind part more fun. And as I told you, like how to make the real life grinding more fun, cut out everything that is fun in your life so that you actually start to get the fun from the small little things in life. Because what I believe is that if you can grind in video games, then you can become a champion in real life as well. It's just that you need to go through this transition phase from this to this, and to do that, you need to quit every fun, not just video games. You have to quit the comics, you have to quit the manga, you have to quit the movies, everything you have to quit to get there. Because it's not easy. In real life, the rewards are 10 times better than in video games, and they are real. If you build a physique and you got a six pack ass, you got a big bicep that you wanted, and you're like, yeah, you got out of the gym, and then you just go home and you're like, oh, wait, I wasn't in a video game, I wasn't in computer. This is real life. This is real body. You never feel like bad. But in video games, you just achieve something, you just walked out, and you are like, oh yeah, it's not real. Let's go back in. And this is why I want you to grind in real life, because trust me, video games gamers are better at grinding than normal people. Maybe it is just that the video games gamers are learn how to grind. Maybe it is because they have it worse, so they work more harder. I don't know what it is, but video gamers are better at grinding than normal people. You probably heard these stories that the guy was addicted to video games. He quitted that. Now he's successful as fuck. He has everything he wanted. It's the same story repeats, like that underdog mindset that you already have heard of. That the guy was in the movies, he was weak, he became strong. Well, you have to do the same thing in real life to get there, and realize that in real life, it's a video game called IRL, real life, and here you are a noob. You are starting from level zero, so start setting the goals for level 2, level 3, level 4, level 1, and level up using the methods that I taught you in this video. And if you find any value from this video, click like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this.